Hey guys, what is up? Welcome back to a whole new video. I'm so happy you're here. I'm excited about today's video. If you haven't been here before, my name is Stephanie, and on this channel, we just talk about a whole bunch of random stuff. We talk about law of attraction, we talk about manifesting, we talk about my life. I film some vlogs, just whatever I'm feeling like doing that day. So welcome to the party. I'm so happy to have you here. Today, I kind of wanted to talk about where people go wrong with the law of attraction. I think that just a lot of people have like a good idea, but not necessarily the most accurate idea. So I kind of wanted to talk about the things that I've learned. I've studied this for a long time. I've been studying this for like 8 years. And I'm really, really passionate about all of this. So I'm not saying I'm an expert by any means. Here, let's start a conversation in the comments down below. Let me know in the comments down below if you have manifested anything. What is your favorite thing that you have manifested? Let me know in the comments down below. Let's start a conversation. I'm super passionate about this stuff, so let's get into the video. So one of the most large misconceptions I found about the law of attraction, and what I actually did before I realized that this isn't actually kind of how it goes, is that like attracts like, which is true. And positive thoughts bring positive things. This is true. But how I have found the law of attraction to work for me is I'm not really attracting what I want or what I desire. I'm attracting who I am. And so the vibration that I'm giving out and my personality and the things that I am desiring to bring into my life, I'm not going to attract those things. I'm going to attract who I am being. Just take YouTube, for example, because I was talking about this on my podcast today. The podcast is linked down below if you would like to listen, by the way, shameless plug. But with the podcast, we were talking today, and I was saying how I've wanted to pursue YouTube for a long time. I've wanted to kind of be on the YouTube space for a long time, and I've kind of wanted to cultivate a community for a really long time. However, I was going about it in all the wrong ways, and so when I first started, and I was so insecure, and I was just like, I was posting videos, and I was deleting videos, and it was like a big mess. But I was so insecure and I was so inconsistent. But then I was still like writing down in my journal, like, thank you so much for my success on YouTube. I have like this many subscribers and I'm so happy and I'm so grateful. But then I wasn't putting any effort towards it, and I wasn't like putting any consistency towards it. I wasn't putting any energy towards it. And so it was just like, it was wishful thinking, essentially. And the amount of success that I would like to acquire through YouTube and social media and the podcast and all these things by cultivating community and bringing positive energy to everyone and helping everyone realize that they are so much more powerful than they think, I wasn't really doing anything like that. I didn't have a why, I didn't have a purpose, and I was not doing it from like I would like to help other people actualize their goals. I was doing it from like, I want validation and I want to be noticed and I want to have people recognize me, and I was just doing it from such like a shallow place. It was literally like, I just want validation and that's all I want and that's all I care about. So I found that I was going through it with like a lot of like insecurity, and I was chasing a lot of validation, but I wasn't putting any work into it, and I like wasn't consistent about it, and I wasn't like excited about it. I was just like wanted validation, and I wanted to be successful, and like I like didn't want like a basic 9-to-5 job, and I was like, I don't know what I want, but I want YouTube. And so then I was like trying to manifest that, and like I never experienced any growth. I never experienced anything that was going towards the direction of what I wanted. But you know what I wasn't doing? I wasn't being Stephanie, the successful social media person. I wasn't being Stephanie who's cultivated this community of awesome people. I wasn't like putting any work in. So then I started realizing through the law of attraction, through my research, that I'm not going to get what I want. I'm going to attract who I am, who I am being. What vibration am I radiating into the world? What am I doing that's going to move me closer to my goals? And so when I was like learning all about this, and I think a lot of people struggle with this as well, is like when people are like, let go, but like take action. And I'm like, well, how am I supposed to let go? Because I want it, and like I kind of like really, really want it. And like, but I'm like too scared to take action. It's not that you need to let go and not think about it. It's like you need to let go of how it's gonna happen, but you need to work towards it. You need to really put in the effort to become that version, to identify as that vibration, to identify as the successful person on YouTube. And like, granted, my channel is still really small, but the more that I work towards building a community of awesome people who are like-minded, the more that I focus on that being my drive, because I am so freaking passionate about YouTube. I love filming, I love editing, like I love all of it. It's so fun for me. And so right now it's just like a hobby. But I am becoming the Stephanie that can do this full time, that can do this as a job, that can cultivate energy and community and essence full time. And so when I was wanting to attract all these things, I was like, oh, I really, really want it, and I'm thinking really positive, and I'm being grateful for it, but like I'm not doing anything about it. And I can't attract anything without doing anything about it. Like I was saying on the podcast today, is like, you can't just like wake up one morning and have all of your goals actualized. Because the journey is just as important as the outcome. You need to release the outcome and focus on the journey to get there. You need to take the steps to become the person that you would be once you have manifested that. You know what I mean? And so I have realized that I wasn't doing anything about it. I wasn't moving towards it. And so I was just not going anywhere. I was like putting all these vibes out there, but like I was not a vibrational match to that reality, because I wasn't being that person. And that person that has all my goals actualized exists right now. And I need to align to her energy. I need to be her boss ass energy to get to where I want to go. I need to be excited. I can't look at my external reality and be like, well, the numbers don't reflect. No. Okay? That version of myself isn't a number. It is an energy. It is a vibration. And so when people say take inspired action, I never understood what that meant. I was like, what do you mean? Like, I don't have a whole bunch of subscribers on YouTube. I don't have a whole bunch of followers. I don't have people who want to listen to me speak. Like, I literally am just like a small town girl trying to figure out all these people. Like, take your favorite influencers, for example. They just started it to start. They just started. They didn't have any expectations. They were just like, yeah, I just kind of want to do YouTube. I like making videos. Now, they're super successful. You know what I mean? And so I believe that by working towards something and ignoring the numbers and not stressing so freaking much about this current reality, this current moment, because I am not the same girl that I was when I started. I mean, I'm not being the girl that's doing this for validation. I'm not being the girl that's just trying so hard to be like noticed or an influencer or like XYZ. I'm just doing it because like this is what I want to do and this is what makes me happy. And by being consistent about it and by pursuing my passions and by pursuing my dreams and aligning to that Stephanie that has everything she wants, by wishful thinking, I wouldn't become that Stephanie. But by putting the work in every single day, I'm learning what that Stephanie does every single day in order to be successful. You're not attracting what you want, you're attracting who you are. And you're not going to get what you want if you're not willing to become who you would be when you have those things. That's why be as if or act as if is so prevalent. It's because when you're acting as if, you do things that that person would do to attain success. And so I think that a lot of people just look at the law of attraction and they're like, oh, it's like woohoo, and it's like this and that and the other thing. But like, no. Through the law of attraction, you attract things that you are being. Like attracts like, right? So when I am being Stephanie, the girl who's created this amazing community of awesome like-minded people and is spreading positivity and knowledge all around the world, when I'm being that Stephanie, right? When I'm being that Stephanie, then the reality and the timeline of that Stephanie is merging with who I am. Through quantum physics, every single possibility in this moment aligns right now. It exists right now. And I think that so many people have just been so encapsulated in their fear and by their ego that they're just like, oh, well, like, people are gonna judge me, or like people from high school are gonna laugh at my videos, or like people are gonna care, or people are gonna make comments, or people are gonna be mean to me. Like, even when those hate comments come, because I'm sure they'll come, I don't care, because I am becoming the best Stephanie that I want to be. I am aligning to the Stephanie that has everything I want. It's so easy. It's so easy, okay? We make it seem so hard to change a habit. And everyone says it takes 21 days. No, it takes 1 solid second to be like, you know what? I don't want this anymore. And I am more important, and I'm going to work my ass off to get to where I want to go. Your life can change in a split second. Everything can change in a moment, and you knew you deserved it, right? Right? You need to be the person that you're trying so desperately to idolize. You need to be willing to do the shadow work. You need to do the change. You need to build the discipline. You need to work towards things, because the journey is so much more fucking important than the outcome. The journey is so much more important than the outcome. Because if you woke up tomorrow with everything that you've ever wanted, would you be ready? Would you hold on to any of that? Would any of that stay in your life? Do you think you deserve that right now? Do you have programming that makes you think that you deserve the most amazing guy, the most amazing fiance, the most amazing trip? Do you feel like you deserve any of that? Because that's stuff that I still need to work on. That's why changing your reality isn't changing your external. Changing your reality is creating your internal mindset and your internal vibration to align to the things that you would like to receive into your life. You're not attracting things from thin air. Everything you could ever want is a vibration inside of you. Money is vibration, love is vibration, all these things are vibration, right? And that's why I stress so much about gratitude. But if you're not willing to be grateful for the things you have, while at the same time taking steps to change your behavior to be the best version of yourself, then I don't want to hear it when you say that the law of attraction isn't working. Because the law of attraction is always working. It is the law of attraction. The law of attraction. Right? It is the law. It is all-consuming, all-knowing, always working. Always. Always, 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 always. Always. But if you're not willing to change your internal programming and your internal dialogue, and you're just wanting to stay the same and attract all the things that you are desiring, like say you want to win the lottery. Do you have any limiting beliefs right now that makes you feel like money's bad and money's not good and you don't deserve money and you don't deserve success? Because if you do, you will lose that money. If you do happen to manifest winning the lottery, that's great. Congratulations. You're going to lose all that money because you don't feel like you deserve it. You don't feel like you deserve to live an abundant, free lifestyle because you don't think you're worthy. When you are a divine being that is worthy of all things in the universe, there's nothing wrong with you. There's nothing that needs to change. There's nothing in your past that has brought you to this point that has made you any less than perfect. You are perfect exactly as you are, but you do need to align and release those programmings that we've been placed upon us. Release those things that we're holding on to so fucking desperately and telling ourselves that we're not good enough. We need to drop that programming. We need to drop all of those things that makes us feel as if we're not good enough. Because we are exactly as we are. But you do need to come back to your divinity and see the beauty in all things and see the beauty in yourself and work towards the things you want because you deserve to have them. And that's how you're going to find your purpose. But if you're not aligning to that boss-ass version of yourself that knows that you deserve all the good in the world, then I don't want to hear it when you say that your life's not changing. Because it can change in an instant. You just need to allow it to. You aren't attracting what you want, friends. You are attracting who you are. You are attracting your vibration. You are attracting your alignment. And that's why you need to align and work and be passionate with things that you desire. Because it's not hard. Everything is always working out for you. But you need to change your self-image. And the best way to change your self-image is to change your behavior. And to look at that version of yourself and say, hey, if I was a successful YouTuber and I was like making bank and I was financially free and I was like living my life traveling the world, what would I be doing? What would I be doing differently that I'm not doing right now to attain to that lifestyle? And then you do those things. You take the steps and it just snowballs. It just snowballs into everything that you could ever want it to be. Like, inspired action is so important, and letting go of the outcome is so important. You're not letting go of the dream. You're letting go of how it's going to happen for you. That's none of your fucking business. That's the universe. That's the angels. That's the guides. That's God. That's everything working out for you beautifully. Everything fucking happens for a reason. And like, you need to just let it go. How it's gonna happen for you isn't important. What is important is you take steps to become who you would be if you had those things actualized. It's not about figuring out how to do it. It's becoming who you need to be for it to align to you. You are not just a human. You are energy. You cannot be created nor destroyed. But you can align, right? Your human experience can be anything you want it to be. You don't stop when things get hard. You don't stop when things get scary. You don't stop when your ego's screaming at you. That's the sign to keep fucking going. Because that version is going to die. Ego's purpose in your life is to keep you safe. And how it feels, its ability to keep you safe is to keep everything the same. That's why we're so resistant to change. And your ego is going to be screaming at you that it's not worth it, it's not going to work, and you have so much self-doubt, and your ego is going to be screaming at you. Because the ego wants to keep you safe, the ego wants to keep you stagnant, the ego wants to keep you exactly as you have been. But you can't remain how you have been. You need to align and change and grow into the best version of yourself to actualize your dreams. And so your ego is going to be pissed off. You don't listen to that voice that tells you no. You ignore it and you keep fucking going anyway. That's why you can't let your external reality be a reflection of how you feel when you start chasing your dreams, is because there's so much stuff going on behind the scenes. Remember, it's gonna be scary. There's gonna be moments in which you don't feel as if you are doing the right thing. And you feel as if it's never gonna work. And why are you doing this? Don't give up. Align to the person you want to be. And you will get there. That's how manifestation works. The universe is beautiful. The universe wants you to chase passion. The universe wants you to chase love and happiness and joy and gratitude. And the universe wants you to be authentically you. And so just chase those dreams and you will achieve them. It's the law. So thank you so much for watching this video. I will see you guys next week for a whole new video. Please remember to subscribe and hit the like button and turn the post notification bell on so you know every single time I post. And I will see you next week. Thanks so much for watching, and I appreciate you guys so much. I'll see you next time.